Hello, hello. The love boat will be making another ride. The love boat. This is the love boat here. We're all about love. Okay. Hello, collective. I am solving mysteries today, and it is fun as hell. I'm having a great time. I'm back with another one, DJ Khaled. Another one, DJ God. Bringing another one. Another spirit speaks to you. I got David, Unsealed. I'm dead. And I was looking through this book, which I might do before the song. I usually do the song first, but Spirit said, I donate. I donate right here. Can you see it? Okay. And I looked it up because I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, abandon. I looked it up and it's iodination, any reaction or process in which iodine and no other elements are introduced into a molecule. Iodination or tert blah by electrophilic aromatic substitution. The substitution or addition of iodine atoms in organic compounds. So mixing iodine with like flowers or basil or something. Okay, I'm not done yet, but as they said that, I said, Spirit, tell me what you want me to know about David. And I opened the book, and the card I picked for the book is Creature Elephant Detective. And it says, I'm all ears. So it looks like he's doing something, or writing something, or he's doing something with a green pen. He's doing something. And I started reading. This is where I opened the book, Dinosaur Bones and Yeti Fingernails. And it says right here, she turned the key in the lock and the cage opened. I was free. Thanks. I owe you my life, I squeaked. The owl flew to the window, happy to help. She called back, disappearing into the night sky. I grinned. This was my chance. I had to find the poison arrow antidote before the witches returned. I looked around the laboratory. I saw jars filled with dinosaur bones, bats' wings, frogs, eggs, yeti fingernails, and sprigs of basil. There were also vials filled with potions and many books of spells. Finally, I found what I was looking for. 2 bottles. One held a green liquid, which is the poison, labeled poison. And there is a picture of an arrow on the bottle. The other bottle was filled with a blue liquid, and it was labeled antidote. Jackpot, I squeaked. Now the dragon of the rainbow would be cured. I was so excited I completely forgot about the witches. Just then they barged through the door, cheese niblets. Without a second to spare, I stuck the bottle in my pocket and ran. The witches chased me, but I kept going. The dragon's life was in my paws. I crashed past the thorny bushes and stumbled over my rocks. My heart hammered in my chest. My fur was drenched in sweat. Did I mention I'm not much of a sports mouse? This sounds like somebody who was drunk or something and went to someone's house, like maybe they got picked up, or maybe they inadvertently went to a witch's house. Maybe they didn't know they were witches and they were intoxicated, or they were given something that was poisonous or something drugged maybe. And the iodination is the antidote. It would have been iodine mixed with basil or something to undo the poison. So this person was poisoned. And it was at nighttime, and an owl flew to the window, happy to help. Oh, someone turned the key and unlocked them out of a cage, perhaps. Or maybe they were maybe they were locked in a bathroom or locked in a room, something like that, because the witches were gone. Okay. Let me play this song so we can get a little more clues. Okay. Yes, let's get another clue. So someone was given some kind of poison or something, or drug that they actually found the antidote to in a witch's house.
You know what? It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something. You know what? It's not my fault. You know what?
Oh,
It's not my fault you're like in love with
what happened to the song? Did I write it down? I did. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I should play that. Whiskey on You. Maudie remix. This is it. Okay, it's by Nate Smith and Maudie. Now I've wasted a paycheck on whiskey and long necks. I told you this person was drinking. Ever since you left, trying to figure this out, because they just finished with a breakup, so they're sad. This Jack I've been drinking's been wasted on thinking. Now I got a new reason for throwing 'em down. Line 'em up, pour 'em tall, pour 'em tall. Here's to us, happily, never after at all. Didn't that sound like a fairy tale like I read? Ain't gonna waste one more night missing, wanting you back. No, I ain't gonna cry another tear in this glass. You didn't waste any time finding somebody new, so I ain't gonna waste another drop of whiskey on you. No, I ain't gonna waste another drop of whiskey on you. To hell with the lonely and the why don't you want me. Yeah, bartender, pour me a farewell round. Line 'em up. Make 'em strong. Tell the band that I need 'em to need me a drinking song. Ain't gonna waste one more night missing wanting you back. I ain't gonna cry another tear in this glass. You didn't waste any time finding somebody new. Ain't gonna waste another drop of whiskey on you. So clearly this person went through a breakup, but I'm wondering what the connection is with the witches. I think that maybe these witches could have been a distraction for them, but I don't think they knew that they were witches until they went to their house and saw books of spells and weird toenails and things like that. And then they realized that these people are into some freaky stuff and something about an antidote. So maybe the poison was them drinking, like drinking a lot. And when they went to the house, they sobered up. Maybe they found something to sober them up. And someone let them out of a room. And then he tried to leave, and they didn't want him to leave. Okay, Spirit, come through. What is happening here? What did we stumble upon to? Something cold. Oh, okay, tell me more. Spirit, tell me what the factors are. Let's get down to brass tacks here. Okay, let's do position 1, the present. What's the current situation of this person? What's the current situation of this person? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please help us get a higher perspective of this mini review. Tell us what you want us to know. All right. What's the current position of this person? I'm kind of feeling like I need to change my cards. You gotta go with what feels right and change it if it don't feel right. Okay. What is this person's current position, situation? All must have prizes. Trying to please everyone, upside down. So this person isn't trying to please anyone right now. That's good. They have a salt shaker, so pouring salt on a dodo bird. They have tears in their eyes, though. They've been like exiled or something. They're in hiding, I think. Spirit, you tell me if I'm reading it wrong. They're in hiding with a dodo bird, or they have information about a dodo bird. Maybe that's the witches. And they have a salt shaker with a grain of salt. What does that saying mean? I say that with a grain of salt. What's the saying with a grain of salt mean? Oh my gosh. I put green of salt. A grain of salt. To view something specifically to take something with a grain of salt or a pinch of salt is an English idiom that suggests to view something specifically claims that may be misleading or unverified with skepticism, or not to interpret something literally. So this person, it's upside down though, so this is something that they're starting to take more seriously, even though, or they've been misled. All must have prizes, trying to please everyone with a grain of salt. So I mean they met witches, and there's no way for them to prove it or to verify it. So what can they say? Everything they say about this person could potentially be able to protect you or be a witness for you, collective, because they've been to this person's house or something and know that witches exist, and he met some that tried to get him. They tried to get him, but they didn't get him. He escaped. But there's no one else for him to tell. That's why he's exiled. That's why he's by himself, because he's like, how do you live your life after you just got chased by witches that were possibly not good for you? Follow your own good advice. This is influence. This is the challenge. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. She has a cup of tea in her hand, so she's got the tea. This person's got the tea. It doesn't have to be a she, but the picture's a she. It could be a he. This person's got the tea, and they know that it's bad business over there, but they have nobody to tell, so they just have to trust themselves because they know what's true because they were there. So they know that they can't, anyone they tell who's like, oh, you were just seeing stuff. Oh, you were just drunk. Oh, you were just this. They're like, no, bro, I really saw it. Like, this really happened, but nobody believes them. So they take what they say with a grain of salt. So that's the challenge. Yes, they have to follow their own advice and do what's best for themselves because they know what they saw. So that's the challenge. Hannah again. Spirit always says Hannah. I already did one on Hannah. Card position 3. Basis of the situation. Past issues. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Upside down. So in the past, the way they viewed somebody who used to be a boss or used to be in charge, or they viewed as someone with authority, they now view them in a really different manner, in a dark manner. There's all kinds of darkness things going on. She's also looking at someone up here. These might be the witches. Always having to watch behind them, watch their back, because they're always being threatened by these witches, or they fear these witches will find them. They probably had to go into some kind of isolation and move away because of these witches, because they didn't want to be a part of whatever they were doing. That was the basis of the situation. They had to move away because of it, possibly to another state, just to get away from them. I want to be a queen. This is for immediate past, what's behind you. So this may be what had gotten them to, they passed a test. They wanted to be a queen, and it doesn't mean female, you put it where it fits. Energy has no gender, but
11 o'clock.
This person went to the house under the pretense that they could be in charge somehow, and they were drinking, so they're under the influence. And when they got there, it wasn't what they thought, and they knew right away that it wasn't for them. And so they established their own freedom. They ran away to not be part of whatever the toenail witches, the Yeti eyeballs, the spell books. They knew, they trusted their intuition, and that's why they passed the test, because they ended up leaving. That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, they ended up leaving, becoming sovereign. That's why they had to move away. They didn't want to move away. I was reluctant because they didn't get to become the queen they wanted to become, or king. But they also knew that it was funny business, so they left. And they passed the test. Good for you. So that's behind them now. But their current situation is that they're exiled and nobody believes what they say. They take it with a grain of salt, because who's going to believe that you almost got captured by witches? So they kind of got exiled. So they kind of are alone. They cry by themselves. They don't really have anybody. They're viewed as the dodo bird, they're probably like the dum-dum, like, oh yeah, witches, okay. But it's true, there are people out there who are performing magic on people, and what I mean by magic is energy manipulation. And I'm not talking about freaking hat tricks over here. So they had to move away. They had to get away from the people, or they would have had to deal with witches. Bitches, witches. So that was the immediate past. That's how they passed the test. Even when they were wasted, they passed the test. Good for you. That means they had a strong intuition. 4, 5. Crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan in the right direction. So because of this situation, they really had to plan out where they were going, and they had to reformulate their whole plan, because this wasn't something that they set out for or planned on happening. So they were okay with going a different direction. So they reformulated a plan to do something different. That's when they moved. Yeah, Spirit says, yeah, that's when they moved away because of these witches. What is about to happen? Never jam today. Promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now. This person could possibly have an eating disorder, or maybe binge eating because of this whole situation. They've been exiled. They could possibly be resorting to binge eating to try to cope with being alone and all that. So promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now. Philip could be significant. This person could possibly be affected by these witches at a distance. They could possibly be, because look at their eyes. There's no black pupils in the eyes. They're all blue. And for me, when I see blue, usually that's a sign of magic. This person may be under some kind of magic to be overeating or overspending or doing something indulgently that's self-depreciating. And look how crazy this cat looks. They're probably leaving a friend behind who's like, yeah, go move away. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. They're secretly doing spells on this person from far away, making them binge eat and gain weight, making them basically less version of themselves. But they're not in a appropriate frequency for the magic to not hit them. So they do have wounds. They probably have some kind of wounds that need to be healed, otherwise the magic wouldn't affect them the way it is. But these witches are doing that so this person doesn't say anything about them being witches. It's like some kind of fail-safe or something. But I don't think this person realizes that. They could possibly be sent food by this friend. This friend is probably like, yeah, no problem. Just don't tell anyone about it, okay? And then to make sure he doesn't tell anyone about it, they probably send him like food, desserts. But these desserts, but these desserts and food have shit inside of them that's keeping them under some kind of illusion. Damn. What are the fears this person has? What are this person's fears? They fear that someone's going to call them crazy. A moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. This person's not having a good time, so they're like, well, shoot, maybe I should have stayed with the witches. Maybe my life would be better. No, trust me, it wouldn't be better. What would be good is exactly what you're doing, but raise your frequency, heal your wounds, and the magic won't affect you. But if you go back, you'll definitely be worse than you are now. Trust me. You don't want to play with magic. Magic is look, there's someone in the background who's always like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to just try it? Your life will be better." Oh, you're telling me your life sucks? See the little thing with his tongue sticking out? That's his friend. He's like, "Yeah, I hear you. You're going through a hard time. Well, if you just come back over here, I could help you, like I almost helped you last time when you escaped my clutches." Don't go back to this person. This person does not have your highest good. You think you missed out on something? You did not. Trust me. They just want you back so they can bind you to them or something. But you are going through a hard time now because of them anyway, because they have a spell on you, but it can only affect you when you eat their food. If you stopped eating their food and you stopped talking to them, it wouldn't affect you as much. How do others see this person? How are others seeing this person? How are other people seeing this person? Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Ew, look at that egg. It's got like eggs in it. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are sending this friend food, or like they probably send them like oh, friend food, let me send you a treat, a cookie here, a cookie there. I put some Yeti tone. Oh, career, something with a career. They may have done something to their career by magic, like making them not have a career, making them not know who they are. They're making them so they can't get hired anywhere. Yeah, they're making it so they can't get hired anywhere. So anywhere they go, they're like, ugh, who are you? Look at these weird slugs coming out. So they're viewed as a slug instead of, being awesome at something. They'll view them as being, like eggs, like like a peasant, like a slug, like slow, just not a good worker. And this person's like, why is this happening to me? I apply for jobs. I'm qualified. Why does this keep happening to me? It's because of your friends who are witches. They're making sure that you don't succeed, or they're making sure that you come back to them is what they're trying to do. What does this person really want in life? What does this person really want? What is this person's wish? What does this person want? What does this person want to happen for them? Whoops. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. It's in reverse, so this person wants to move on, but they think that it's them. They think it's them, but it's not them. See how they're blue? And this person's eyes are all blue? It's the freaking witches, man. They're putting bag. Yeah, they're ruining your bag. They're putting an end to your bag because they don't want you to tell anyone what you saw. So, see the secret Cheshire cat in the background? That's your friend, man. That's your friend putting you under spells when you're just trying to live your life and live a normal life. This Cheshire cat's up to no good. This is your friend. They're up to no good. They put spells on you from far away so you can't make it in your career. They make it 10 times harder for you to be in your career. That's messed up. What's the outcome? Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. So you don't know that this is happening, so you're just naturally trying to make the best of your situation, so you're getting by. And your friends are skunks, man. They're just lying to you. They're watching you fail, or they're watching you not be your best that you could be because of them. They're watching you do this and acting like they don't know what's going on. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You have another job? You didn't like the other job? Oh, how come? Oh, well, maybe you should just come back home. Just come back home and you can just come work for us again or whatever, however they know each other. But really, they're sending blue is a sure sign that there's magic being done for me in my readings. They could possibly be entering this person's dream states to see what they're up to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because see how the Cheshire Cat's like a dream, like in the background hiding, and you're an open book in your dream state. They can see what you want to do, what your dreams and aspirations are, and then they send you food to target those dreams and aspirations to make you eat more than you should, make you drink more than you should, make you sadder than you should be, all of that. Okay, you got to know that. Spirit wants you to know. You got to clear your field. You got to continue to find the joy, manage to be glad, create your own happiness regardless of the conditions, because that's how you clear your field. And if you're finding a hard time finding something happy, then you know that something in your field is blocking you and you need to clear it. Inure. To harden a custom. Eventually, Hassad became inured to the sirens. The sirens. That's a magic term because sirens do magic that went off every night and could sleep through them. Conditions, familiarize, habituate. Don't get used to being in pain and living in the pain. You got to do something to transmute it. And when you see that you're having a hard time, you got to like put some music on, dance around the house, or you got to go outside, go for a walk, or you have to do something to transmute it. You have to go to the pet store and love on an animal. Do something. Don't get used to being in that mopey, because that's what they want. You have to transmute it. The magic can only affect you if you are a match to it. And so you have to do your best to find the joy in any and all situations. Like it says here, create your own happiness regardless of the conditions, because you can't always control the conditions. The only thing you can control is you. So if you know you have the power to do that in any and all situations, even magical ones, you will break the magic. That's what I did. Invective. Abusive language. A stream of invective poured from Mrs. Pratt's mouth as she watched the vandals smash her ceramic frog. denunciation, revilement, vituperation. So this person's possibly a victim of abusive language. Maybe his friends talk to him really meanly. Maybe his friends don't treat him very nice because they know that he's a pushover. He needs to stand up to them. Xenophobia, a fear of hatred of foreigners or strangers. This person has xenophobia. They're afraid of being bigoted or being prejudiced or having prejudice formed against them. Countries in which xenophobia is prevalent often have restrictive immigration policies than countries that are more. Spirit said this statement's not true, but this person has a fear of not being liked. Okay, they don't want to stand up for themselves because they don't want to not be liked. But really, that's just a thing of the magic that makes you feel like that. It's not how you actually feel. You just think it is because they suggest it to you in your dream state. So when they talk to you, you're more easily manipulated by them. You have to realize that you are your own mind, and these people shouldn't be talking to you that way anyway. If they're talking to you that way, they're not your friends. You don't want these people to like you. Trust me, they're not likable. Ardor, intense and passionate feeling. You have great devotion to them and enthusiasm for them, but do they have the same passion and fervor for you? No, they don't. They keep telling you to come back to the past where they're the reasons you had to move to begin with. Anomaly. You thought it was an anomaly. It wasn't. A deviation from what's normal. It wasn't. It was your friends. Your friends want you to fail because they know that you know about them and they don't want you to tell anybody. So they keep you pacified by doing magic on you, by sending you food. Food they put spells in, and they put toenails into, or whatever they do. Antagonize, to annoy or provoke or to anger. They purposely try to start conflicts with you to irritate you, to oppose you, because they put a vex on you, a hex on you. That's what they need you to be in that energy. They need you to be in that energy to divest you, to make your energy stock plummet so they can control you that way. That's how they control you. So you have to know that anyone who treats you less than, where you're constantly being abused or or you're being it's not an equally yoked relationship. You're not getting anything out of it. The only thing that keeps this person from stopping being friends with them is a fear that they won't like them. That's not enough because they already don't like you. Okay? They're not treating you like they like you. 333 on the clock. To reject, or what is it? Abjure. To reject, to abandon formally. Yeah. You don't have, the spy abjured his allegiance to the United States when he defected to Russia. You don't even have to tell them. You don't even have to tell them you want to stop talking to them. You just slowly stop talking to them and watch how they blow your phone up and stuff. 333 again on the clock. 33333. You don't have to tell them anything. You just stop talking to them. You don't owe these people anything. They don't do anything for you but send you food that's poisoned anyway. They're putting spells on you to keep you from telling people what you know. Abscond. To leave secretly. I cannot make it up. Don't tell them that you're going to stop talking to them. Just slowly stop talking to them and you'll take their power away. The patron absconded from the restaurant without paying his bill by sneaking out the back door. Yeah, to escape, to flee the situation, you have to cut off all conversations with them, any kind of connections with them. Don't answer their calls, don't answer their emails. You already live far away. Trust me, they're not going to do anything else. They're hoping to God that you keep answering your phone so you don't break free from their spell. Trust me. Nothing, who cares about these people? The world will go on if these people stop talking to you. Trust me. You don't want these people as your friends. They never were your friends to begin with. They were going to get you in some secret society and bind you to them anyway so they could steal from you. Now they're just ruining your life on purpose so they can have a hold on you from afar away. That's the only reason they talk to you, because they don't want you to tell anyone about their jars of fingernails and shit. Glib. Fluent in an insincere manner, offhand, casual. I told you these people are superficial. I just say that they're insincere, they don't care about you. The slimy politician managed to continue gaining supporters because he was a glib speaker. This person just says good things to you, but they don't really care about you. You would know when a friend cares about you. It wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be like this at all. Who cares if they send you food? Who gives a shit? Stop answering their calls. I'm telling you, they don't have your best interest at heart. Impetuous. Quick to act without thinking. It's not good for an investment broker to be impetuous, since much thought should be given to all the possible options. Impulsive. Don't tell them anything. Don't be reckless now. Don't you be reckless and confront them about that one time you saw the spell books and stuff. Now's not the time to do that. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to tell anyone. Amuse. It'll just amuse them. They're not going to admit to it. They're going to say you're crazy. Okay? Just like the first card we had, it was what you saw, nobody will believe because nobody knows about that stuff. So bringing it up to them is going to be an act without thinking. You shouldn't do that. You should just stop talking to them cold turkey. Just consider them as they don't exist. They don't exist. So you can't contact something or talk to something that don't exist. Okay? Whatever food they gave you, destroy it. Whatever food they gave you, destroy it. Go get an evil eye. Go get some oils from the metaphysical store and protect yourself, because these people have been putting some kind of spells on you to keep you from getting the jobs you want, to keep you from getting relationships. And they lie to you. They lie to you constantly, and they enter your dream state to see what you're up to, because you're like an open book in a dream state. Hello, thank you for being here. I'm so happy that you caught me too. I do them at least 3 times a day. This is my 5th one. Today, I don't know, I was just I had the energy to do it, so Spirit said correct, and I love doing them. Spirit said Sean scratches. Oh, I thought there was another name, but it's just Sean. So Sean could be relevant in this situation. Someone named Sean. Peripatetic. Wandering from place to place, especially on foot. Elena's peripatetic meanderings took her all over the countryside in the summer months. Nomadic. This could be the reason why you've had a nomadic existence, where you just kind of bounce from job to job. You thought it was normal. You thought it was just something you're accustomed to, but really it's because of these friends, perhaps someone named Sean. But it's because of this friend that you saw their house or whatever was in their house that was witchy, and you escaped what they wanted for you. And now they just worry about you telling people, even though you said you wouldn't tell people. So they put magic spells on you anyway. It's horrible. Perspicacious. Shrewd, astute, keen-witted. Inspector Poirot used his perspicacious mind to solve mysteries. Insightful, intelligence, sagacious. Spirit says you're insightful. You have intuition. If you're hearing this, you know something's not right. If you want to start relaying all the times they spoke to you, all the times they started a conflict for you for no reason, all the times they put you down, all the times they didn't celebrate you. Any friend who doesn't celebrate you or doesn't say Great job. I'm so proud of you. If you have to pull teeth to get them to say nice things to you, those not your friends. They're not your friends. Okay? Because it's easy. It's easy if you're a real friend. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. I cannot believe how much of a hard worker you are. I am so proud of you. I really love you. I want you to know that you've done an excellent job. That's what your friends should be saying. They should be saying, "Wow, I can't believe you did it. That's great." If your friend, if you tell us your friend good news and they're like, "Oh, awesome. Yeah, great. Cool. Good for you." That's not your friend. Okay? You can feel the difference. Spirit's telling you to use your intuition just like that night when you escaped their clutches because they have had a plan for you. You want to find out what it is? Let's find out. Let's see what they had planned for you that night, shall we? What did they have planned for David that night? Or whoever this is? What did they have planned? The night he escaped, what they have planned? Ninth house, seeking. Customs, religion, risk-taking, spiritual quests, faith, beliefs. I'm telling you, they had a plan to do something with you, and it had to do with their belief systems. They were going to educate you on something and probably initiate you into their coven. They're a coven of witches, of smelly, duty booty witches. Because when you're that's how you know the signs of a witch, when or someone who's broke spiritually, they'll smell really bad. Like really bad. Like either like rotten eggs or like really bad BO or like cheese. Just just like a really malodorous smell. And they'll probably wear lots of perfume to cover it up, or they'll always want to be washing their hands or have um the image that they're like germaphobes or something, but really it's because they're spiritually broke. When you've done so much shit to people that you've given all of your spirit away, you literally become just a vessel. You just are stinky. Okay? That's some free knowledge for you. Okay, that's free. That's free. Like Ceci says, that's free game. That's free game for you. I love Ceci. Thank you, Ceci, for your service. So they were planning on taking you on a spiritual quest, being the gurus, the big know-it-alls, because they get off on that. Like, oh, look what I can do. I can conjure magic on a Ouija board. Oh, like that's not magic. Okay, that's called idiot. That's called being an idiot. Okay, not being energetically responsible, doing things you shouldn't be doing because you're not even ordained by God to do divination. You know, these people keep jars of Yeti toenails in their house with leather-bound spell books, like freaking Winnie in her skin book. Boo!
Disagree.
I'm just kidding, Spirit. So maybe they're not to that level, but they think they are. They think that they're like freaking hocus pocus over here, and they were going to show you some hocus pocus under a full moon or something, but you were like, I'm out of here. I'm not down with Yeti toenails. They were going to, yeah, look, Spirit. They're in their ego. They're in their ego and their masculine energy. They wanted to get a piece. They wanted to show you who's the boss is, and you showed them that you're not interested. 444 on the clock, 33 in the chat. So when you ran off, they had to exile you. So they probably spread rumors about you. They made you uncomfortable. They made you have to leave because you didn't fall for what they were doing. Taurus in the reverse, the bombshell in the reverse. So yeah, what they were going to show you was impractical. It was pleasure seeking, it was possessive. And it would have been deliberate. They wanted to do this. They wanted to possess your fertile mind because they saw something in you that they don't have. And so you ruined their plans, you foiled their plans, and so because you got away, please stay. I cannot make it up. You foiled their plans. Something about children. I don't know if you saw children there or what you saw, but they need you to never say anything about it. And the only way they could assure that would happen is by putting magic spells on you. And so they send you food that's laced with, I don't know, period blood or something, or whatever it is they do. They put your name on paper and put it in the freezer spells or something. They do it for your money, for your relationships, all of that. What was the best part of middle school? You may have known them since middle school. Maybe that's the best part of them. That part's gone. That part's long gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone. Mm-mm. The old me's dead and gone. Yeah, the old them is dead and gone. You're looking at them like they're still those people in middle school, but they're not. They're not those people anymore, and they don't give a shit about you. And they put your name in a freezer to do freezer spells on you, and they send you food that's got like spider legs in it or something. Apologize to someone for crashing into their house. So you might feel bad because you broke something in their house that was expensive or something. Trust me, they're holding it over your head. They could give two shits about whatever you broke. They just hold that over your head so you never forget about it. So you're easier to control that way. So they make you feel bad about it. Write a letter to your job as to why you're leaving. They could have possibly got you fired from multiple jobs by doing the freezer spells and stuff.
Trapped.
Reveal to your significant other that you're a werewolf. Yeah, oh my gosh, is this your significant other? Or maybe you had a past relationship with this person, but they're a freaking monster. They are not good for you in any way, shape, or form. Create a conspiracy theory. That's what they're hoping. If you tell anybody, that's what they're going to spin, that you're just some crazy person and they're the normal ones, when really they're the crazy ones and you're the normal one. But the things they're doing are so whoa, like magic and shit, that nobody would believe you even if you tried to tell them. Explain the city to a blind person. Yeah. These people, you can't explain nothing to them, okay? They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to do what you say. They're not going to all of a sudden understand one day. No, they want to keep doing magic and they want you to shut the fuck up about it, okay? But what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Explain how you got trampled by a pack of goats. Yeah, did you do something that you wish you wouldn't have done with these people? That could be why they have a hold on you, because they have you somehow doing something with them because you got trampled by a pack of goats. They're the goats. What's the most shocking thing you've heard someone say? That they'd probably blackmail you. They're probably trying to blackmail you so you never leave them or talk to anybody. Describe a painting to a blind person. Explain the city to a blind person. This friend could potentially be going blind, so that's how you'll know who it is. The person whose eyes are starting to bother them, that's how you know who it is and who to stay away from. Okay? I hope this helps. I hope you get it in time. Stay away from them. Stay away.